Hello, welcome back to Funtime Crafts 24/7. This is a let's make video, and what we're making today is we are going to make the journal to go in our slider box. This was the last video we did. We created this really cool Christmas slider box here. It is pretty fantastic and has a pull-out sleeve that will store and house our journal. And right, isn't that pretty cool? And so that's what we are making today. So we are going to make a version of this one. We're not going to make it exactly like this. I don't have the journal pages that I got for this one. This one we made in Create, and all the supplies in this, for the most part, are out of the Create event, and so not available to the public. However, all this, the other stuff that I am using today is. So we're going to use Christmas Anthology for our cardstock. We're using copy paper for our journaling pages. We're going to add a little vellum. We're going to add, this is Anna Griffin's vellum. So we're going to add a little vellum. We're going to add a little acetate cover. We're going to use the Christmas Kirigami scenes. We're going to use some of her matte foil. We've created a couple of, we're going to do a couple different signature variations. We're going to use the Birthday Wishes die set to do the outer, to do the cover, to cut and do like we did on this one. We're going to do something similar to this, but with this scene from the Kirigami set. It's Kirigami Christmas ones, and with the red matte foil. And then the fun thing is one of our signatures, because we're doing it traveler's notebook style, there's essentially 4 signatures in this. 3 of them are the journaling signatures. One of them is a folder. So in ours, what we're going to do is we're going to do it with one of our signatures is going to be a calendar. What? Right? Won't that be cool? I made this using the Spellbinders Better Press plates. This one is the 2026 calendar, and just stamped it in some of the Better Press green ink onto some Anna Griffin ivory cardstock, and then I used a couple of her stamps out of the Christmas. There's no name on these. They're just like her Christmas stamp sets. This set here, I used the Christmas tree and the Santa Claus. They have dies that come with them, and I stamped them in the new Diamond Press solvent ink, the metallic gold, and I think they just came out so cool. They look like metallic watermarks, and then I edged it with the gold, and I just thought this just came out. Stuck it in a signature sleeve that I cut out. This is 5x7, and this is the Christmas Anthology from Anna Griffin, that cardstock, and I think this is just going to be really fun, and this is going to be the first one, so you have a quick reference for the year, and you'll know what day it is, and you know where it falls and all that kind of stuff. I think this will be really fun to have in there as a signature. So we're going to do 2 so this is Spellbinders. You might be able to get it on HSN. You can probably still get it on, I think this was actually in Spellbinders clearance sale on their website. I think this was on clearance. If they still have it, I think you can get it there. And primarily, you might not be able to because it's close to the end of the year, and I bought it like back in June, I think. Somewhere in there, middle of the year. And, it's going to be really fun to be able to use that here in the next couple months, especially to make gifts. I think that's going to be a hoot. And so then, yeah, so that's one of them. So we're going to make a folder and then 2 journaling signatures. And so the journaling signatures are 6 sheets of white, really inexpensive copy paper. That's all these are. I cut them down to 10x7 as a group. And then I scored them as a group at 5 on the 10 side, folded and burnished really good to get a nice crease in the pages. And so here, I'll show you. So I just cut these all down together 10x7. And then I just stacked them all up to score them as well. I did them on my guillotine trimmer, so it actually worked out really well. And then just scored them at 5. So these are the page inserts for the second a writing journal. Like that, right? So then there's a bit of a score line there, and so I just fold them backwards up into the corner of the score buddy, pushing it up into the corner like that, and then give it a good press like this. Pop them on the table, and then run that burnishing tool, the scoring tool, over the edge to really give them a nice crease, like that. And then there we go. Right? That is pretty good. Loving it. So these are the inserts. And so now let's make the rest of our covers and inserts and go from there. So yeah, so that's what this one has 3 writing ones, 3 journaling ones, and 1 folder. We're going to have a calendar, a folder, and 2 writing signatures. So I would like to have a piece of vellum to go with these signatures. And so I'm going to cut these down to 10 by 7 as well. So 10. And this is Anna Griffin's Christmas vellum. I probably already said that. I'm probably repeating myself. But if I didn't say it, there you go. And I purchased it on HSN or on her website. I can't remember. And then now you can put you can put foils transfers on these, rub-ons on these if you want, or you can run them through an embossing folder. I thought I would run one through an embossing folder and then I was kind of thinking about actually putting, so 7 by 10. And I was kind of thinking about putting rub-ons on first and then seeing what they look like embossed. I think that might be kind of fun. So let me grab the score buddy again. Actually, wait. Yeah, let's score these. So we do have a line already on them. Okay, so 5 and 5. For these 2. And then let me grab the rub-on transfers. I almost tried to put this in the phone. I was like, where's the score buddy? Let's do this. Okay, let me find the transfers. Hold on. Okay, and I cannot remember for the life of me if these gold ones work on these or not. I don't remember. And I was kind of wondering what they would look like if we did put a foil transfer on and then put that little deer on there. Won't that be so cute? Or the sleigh. I'll put the deer on the green one. And then I'll put the sleigh on the other one. Well, let's put the deer on this one. Let's see if it works. These are the Anna Griffin Gold Foil Christmas transfers, I think. Holiday Foil Rub-On Transfers, Anna Griffin. HSN or her website, I'm pretty sure. Oh, whoops. So here, we'll do this. I wonder what it would look like if we did emboss over this gold transfer. And so then you peel the backer off is all you do. You just peel the backer off, and then you plop it down, and then you just burnish it really good. Sometimes if you go over it too much, they don't like it. So I'm just going to see what happens. Sometimes they don't transfer. They don't like to transfer. Oh, look at that. Look at the deer. Oh, look how, his little nose. Hold on. Oh boy. So we gotta line it back up with the I can't tell. Oh, there it is. Maybe. Those didn't transfer too good. Oh, there we go. There we go. Got it. Oh, that looks so cute. Yeah, these gold ones are a little different than the regular ones. But look how cool that looks. Now do we want to risk ruining it? Because that looks really cool, right? And that'll be fun on the inside. Well, but how are we going to know if it works? Okay, well, is there any other transfers we want to put onto this? We can do a little fun little hoopty up here, maybe. Maybe we want to do this one instead of, instead of doing the embossing, maybe we just put another one of these on. That might be kind of fun. You go like that. Oh, actually, why don't we do that one? That one's pretty cool. Let's do... Let's just do this one. It's down here. Let's do it. And maybe we could put the other one on the back. Yeah, like that. What do you think? I think that is going to be nifty. I'm just going to put it up in the corner like that. And then hope for the best. Okay, burnishing it with my bone folder. Just pressing really, really good. Right over the top. Trying to stay on top of the carrier. So that way I don't mar the vellum. The other transfers you can tell when they've released because they kind of turn a little bit like foggy. But this one's really hard. Oh, look at that. Oh my heavens, look how cool that is. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Okay, so that worked pretty good, didn't it? Look how pretty that is. Oh my, that's beautiful. I think let's just get while the getting's good, huh? And then, should we? Alright, let's just be brave. I still have 2 more of these. Okay, let's be brave. Let's see what happens if we foil it, or if we emboss it. Let's just do it. We gotta figure these things out. We gotta know. You don't know what you don't know till you find out what you know. You know? Okay, so this is a regular embossing folder. It's I think it's called A4 size. Just the Anna Griffin's 2 large plates, and it does like 8.5 by 11. It's like a 9 by 12 size, and I think it's A7 or A4. And we'll see. Nothing to it but to do it. It looks good. Alright, let's just see what happens. It looks good. Oh, dude. It didn't ruin them. It takes away from them a tad. It takes away from them a tad. So I think the embossing's really cool. I think the rub-ons are cool. I'm glad we tried it because now we know what it looks like. But I think on the next one, I'm just going to leave this one like this. And I'm not going to do the embossing. I'm just going to put transfers on it. So, but that still looks cool. It didn't ruin it. So that's neat. Now we know. And look how cool that looks. You could actually use that side too. That is really pretty. Okay, cool. Now we know. Okay, and so that's one. So let's go ahead and do this one. And we'll go ahead and put transfers on both sides now that we know that. So I'm just folding this just to see where we're going to be at with all this. Oh yeah, and let's see what it looks like wrapped around this, because this is going to be, it's what it's going around. And that looks pretty cool, right? That's pretty good. Yeah, that's neat. Okay, so let's grab some of these. And maybe we want to mirror that a little, so we can pop this one up there. Yeah, we could do that one up there. And maybe do the sleigh. Yeah, we'll do the sleigh on the other one. That'll be cool. All right. So this will go up there. You just have to peel the backer off like that. Place it where you want it. That looks pretty good. Same with this one. I think this looks so cool. Doesn't that look cool? We're going to have a little sleigh there. Oh my heavens, that's so cute. All right. Oh gosh, that is so sweet. Isn't that the cutest thing? Make sure to get in the middle and on the very edges, the corners, so to speak. And then we'll peel this baby back for a reveal. And you can see through it if it's transferred or not. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks really cool. Oh, right. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my goodness, that is really pretty. Okay, so let's do this one. Oh, I totally like this. This is so pretty. And these aren't so bad. So they stick pretty good to vellum. To Anna Griffin's vellum. I tried to put them on something, and they didn't really want to adhere to it. It was odd. All right. There we go. Normally I flip the carrier over and... Oh yeah, okay, there we go. The other one was like sticking to it. So flip the carrier that it actually is on over and then burnish it a little. And that way you can make sure it's all pressed down nice. And look, oh, that is pretty cool. So let's put one more on the back. And maybe do... Let's see what one of these really bold ones look like. We'll do like that. Or one of these big ones. Let's see what one of these big ones looks like. Yeah, let's do this one. I was going to do that one, which looks cool, but let's just see what one of these looks like. Okay. Yeah, let's just go like right there. That looks cool. Oops. Make sure you get all the corners. Burnish. Yeah, you probably have to make sure to hit every spot on this one because they're so big. Like the spaces of foil are so large. They're not like just an outline or something. Yeah, this gold foiling is so pretty. All right, the reveal. Nope. And if you see a spot that's not done, you can put it back down. Like that. Oh, right there too. Sometimes it peels up. Like this guy. Oh, look how pretty. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? That is really pretty. Okay, I think we are done with the foil transfers. And now this one will go around the next signature. So that's the signatures. And we could trim that off a little if we wanted to make sure they were inside. Do I want to do that? Does it bother me? I should have probably cut these a tad smaller. or this a tad larger. But I didn't on the other one. I'm not going to let it bother me. I think I'm just going to leave it. Okay, so I think we're going to be done with that. Yeah, isn't that sleigh beautiful? Wow. Okay, and we don't need the regular ones now. And let's see. We're done with these. We're done with the embossing folder. So let's go ahead and cut out our covers now. For these. So let's go, we're gonna go, I'm not ready for that yet. Okay, so this is the outside cover. And on this one, I think I want this one to be, I want this one to be 10 and an 10 and a quarter by 7 and an 1/8. Yeah, 10 and a quarter. Oh, sorry guys. 10 and a quarter by 7 and an 1/8. 10 and a quarter. That looks pretty good. By 7 and an 1/8. Like, oh no, 7 and an 1/8. One above. Whoopsie. Yeah, 7 and an 1/8. Okay, and now we have this, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to score at 5 and an 1/8. Since we're 10 and a quarter, we're going to go 5 and an 1/8. And the nice thing about if you have this little score buddy, it has the 1/8s on there for you. So score at 5 and an 1/8. This first little line here. Okay, like so. Fold it over. Make sure you're lined up. Burnish. Oh my good night, right? Is that not so pretty? That is beautiful. Oh, this is a lie. Well, okay. This is going to be a book cover. This is a book cover. This is not the actual journal cover. That's fine. That's fine. So this will be for this one. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. Because I forgot. We got to put a spine in it and everything. I forgot about that. Okay, that's fine. So 5 and an 1/8. That's good. This works good. So we got this. Like this. So that looks good. Let's see. Are we loving this? So we could have gone, actually, instead, we could have gone just 7 inches tall on these, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this down to 7 inches tall. It doesn't need to be an 1/8. I was mistaken. Sorry about that, guys. 7 inches by 5 and a quarter is what you want for this one. There. Yeah, it doesn't need to be taller. There we go. That's a better fit. That's a much better fit. There we go. That's a signature cover. Okay, and that is really pretty. Okay, there's one. And now we need one more. Darn it, I really wanted that for an outside. Darn it. Let me see if I have, well, hold on. Let's make the other one. So, let's see. This one is that's our first one. So we're doing a calendar. Then let's do this one as our next signature. Yeah, so basically we'll have the calendar. This will be our next signature. Then this will be the second one. And then this is going to be a folder. So we're going to have them just like that. This will be a folder. So calendar, signature, journaling signature, folder is what we're going to do. And I think that'll still be pretty. Man, I want that for the cover. Hold on, let me see if I got another piece of that. And let's change it. I would love this to be the outside. Hold on. Okay, I got another one. Okay, so we're going to go 11 3/4 by 7 1/8. 11 3/4. by 7 1/8, and this is the outside cover. 7 1/8. And now let's get our score pal out. And we're going to score at, I'm going to go, let's see, 5 3/8. On the 11 3/4 side, I'm going to go at 5 3/8, which is the line on the big one right after the 1/4 inch, in between the half and the quarter. Right on that red line. And then I'm going to go 6 3/8 to give me an inch spine. And that's it. And then the rest of that should be, let's see if that works out. Hopefully it does. Oh, right. Oh, that looks really good. And that's what's going to hold all of our signatures. So technically we could still do, because I on that other one, I did the outside for the very middle. So this could technically be a signature in here, as well as the calendar. I could do the calendar so that way I don't have to waste this piece, and that's pretty fun. And so then I could still do, like this one, and then do a folder. And I could still have this as a folder, or I could do this one as a folder. So it's kind of whatever. Those look really good. I think I'm going to go these two. These two are going to be the signature covers. So we don't need that one. So let's go 5 1/8 by 7 for my... Oh, no, one's a folder. One's a folder. One's a folder. One's a folder. Don't get ahead of ourselves. So here we go. So for the signature cover, we're going to go 7 inches tall. So this is a signature. We're going to go 7 inches tall. By 10 1/4. And then we're going to score at 5 1/8. Where's our little guy? Here we go. We're going to score on the 10 side at 5 1/8. Like that. And this should be good. Let's see what that looks like. With our little embossed one. Oh, right? That looks pretty good. That's pretty good, right? That is pretty cute. And then you have the embossed one with the foiling. That is pretty cute. Oh my goodness, that's good. Okay, so now we have these two, and we have the calendar, and now we just need to go in here, and now we just need to make our folder. And isn't that going to be great? Oh my goodness, that's going to be great. Okay, so this is going to be a folder. And on the other one in here, I actually used 2 pieces because I was trying to use up scraps. I was trying to use up scraps in this one. So it's 2 pieces glued together and right here. And then I glued 2 pockets on because I really wanted to use up in the scraps these 2, those beautiful designs there. And I wanted it to match on the inside because I thought, right, it looks really cool that way. But this one, I'm going to go ahead and just use, we're going to have the pockets integrated into it. So, 7 inches is going to be, let's see, 7, and on this one, these pockets are 7, 4, So we can go 11 inches tall. So let's go 10 by 7. And 10 is the side that you're reading. 7 is, oh no, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We want to go 11 inches. So 10 is the side you're reading. 11 inches is height. So 10. So if your paper has direction, 10 is the reading side. And then we're going by 11. By 11. I'm just doing this so we have even numbers. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to take it, and on the 10 side, we want to score. On the 10 side, we want to score at 5. So that's the middle of our folder. And then we want to turn. And if you're looking at this and you're reading it, and you flip it counterclockwise, you're gonna score at 7. So this is the top of the folder. Like if you're reading the folder, this is the top of it. So you're gonna score, and then this is gonna fold in as your pocket, the bottom half. You're gonna score at 7. Okay, so it's going like this. So these are your pockets like that, and then it's gonna fold like this, and that's your signature. A folder signature is what we're making. So like this. So let's go ahead and give it a cute little design. So let's cut out the middle piece. Let's see, let's measure. Let's take our ruler and measure over like 1.5 inches. Yeah, let's measure like 1.5 inches and put a mark. Let's see, we need a pencil. Or a pen, whatever you have. Probably a pencil because you can erase it. So from the left side, when the folder is folded in as like it's going to be a pocket, you want to measure on the pocket 1.5 inches. And then what you're going to do is you're going to then take your ruler and you're going to go from the bottom of the pocket on the score line. You're going to go up like 1.5 inches. And then what you're going to do is you're going to draw a line from each mark there to here. And if you make it to where your line is on the side on the side that you're gonna cut anyways, so to the score line. So you're drawing from the score line up to the top of the pocket. And basically what I'm trying to say is if you go below the marks, when you cut this down and cut that off, your marks will be gone and you don't have to worry about them. See, like that one I have to this one I have to erase, but that's okay. So let's do this. Let's make it match. And let's go. We need to come over 1.5 inches on this one, so they match. So 1.5 inches here, and we're gonna go down to this one here. Let's go. I'm gonna go from here up to this mark that we made up there, and hopefully it looks good. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip it over, and we're gonna cut this. We're going to cut the score line all the way. So this is the top part of, this is the folder. So when the pocket is flipped out, we could even do it on this side. When the pocket's flipped out, we're cutting the actual flap. So cut up the score line. I am not a fan of these scissors when I'm doing this type of stuff. And I'm basically cutting out the score line up to that score line. I want to actually cut that out. So I'm going to flip it over and cut that score line out. And the reason I'm doing that is when we go to use it as a folder, it will make it easier to fold this up for it to open and close it and stuff. So, and now what you want to do is you want to cut off where the pocket is. You know, our little styling, where we drew our little pencil line there. You're going to do that on both sides. And if you cut on that side of the pencil line, you won't have to erase anything. Hopefully. Like that. And now fold them back. Fold them back. Right? There's our pocket. If this would have been decorative, wouldn't that have been cute? We could still add decorative paper there if we want. But I don't think it's necessary. It'll be all right. And then all we have to do is we can glue these two sides down here and this one if we want. I'm going to give my paper a little curl with my finger. So that way the pocket will have a tendency to like flare out to make it easier to put stuff in it. So let's go ahead and put score tape on these two, this edge and this edge here. Actually, we can do glue. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, let's just do glue, and then we don't have to. And I'm just gonna put glue right here. And on this side, I'm not gonna glue the inner part down because I don't think it's necessary. And you just want to stay as close to the edge as you can because that'll just give you the biggest pocket. But all the way to the end, you want to make sure to go all the way to the end. And there we go. And then this one. Make sure you're just lined up on the edge up there. Here. And then just burnish that down really good. And this is like a little peachy folder. Remember when you were in high school? I don't know if they still use them now. We used to always have peachy folders. That or Lisa Frank. I love Lisa Frank. They were so cheerful and colorful. And yeah, right? Isn't that great? Now you can pop little treasures in here, little notes, receipts, whatever, depending on what you use your journal for. Like, that's pretty fun, right? And then if these are like sticking for you, here, let's. And this is bothering me. That little tail. Ha! Cut it off. There we go. And that's better because it'll close. See, it closes easier. And that's a signature. Okay, so now we have our 4 signatures. So our calendar, our first signature with all our little copy papers. Our second signature with all our little fun foiling copy paper, and then our last one, which is a folder, which I think is so fun. So we're actually going to go that way. Oh yeah, we have to go that way, and then this way, and this way. And I want this to be first, because at a glance, you know, like if you're looking for a date for something, and you want to, like, you're trying to do an appointment, have fun, like schedule somebody, there we go. And that's how that's going to go. Isn't that pretty terrific? Oh my goodness. Now let's go ahead and do the spine now. Let's go ahead and put our little brads in and do all that fun stuff to what is going to hold this. And what we're going to do is, okay. Oh, actually we need to do this cover. So this cover needs to be 7 1/8 by 10 1/4. 7 1/8 by 10 1/4. Basically, no, not 10 1/4. What am I? I'm lying. It's 7 1/8 by 11 3/4. By 11 3/4. But actually, I think what I'm gonna do is, oh, this isn't gonna work then. I need a piece of 12 by 12 to get this one. Let me get a piece of Cricut acetate. I'll be right back. Okay, so Cricut has 12 by 12 acetate sheets, and it's primarily for like doing home decor pieces and things, making boxes, clear boxes. It's for, they do like decorative wraparound things, and because they make actual decorative acetate sheets. And this stuff is nice because it has a protective film on the front and the back, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I found that's who sells 12 by 12 is generally Cricut. Cricut also sells, a little FYI, 12 by 12 foil sheets, which is very cool. So if you wanted to foil some decorative pillows or something, you could totally do that. So we're cutting this down to, what do we say, 11? 11 3/4. A little bit more. I'm going to do a skosh wider than 11 3/4. It's like the next 16th inch up is what I'm actually going to do on this. And then I'm going to do it by 7 1/8. 7 1/8. And hopefully that's what this is. Yeah, 7 1/8. Maybe just a hair more than 7 1/8. Yeah, the 12. So 7 1/8. Just a skosh. Like maybe the next 16th up. But not even that. A generous 7 1/8. Boom, like that. And now what we want to do is we want to score this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give myself a little room inside my spine, because we're almost the same sizing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my scoring tool, and at 5 and 5, hold on, 5 and, oh, this is 3/8. Oh, yeah. Okay, so at 5 3/8, which is right here, 5 3/8, at this side, I'm going to go 5 3/8 exactly. 5 3/8. But see, over here, I'm just a tad bit over a quarter. So 5 3/8 on this one. So the line after the 1/4 inch on the score pal. 3/8. Make sure that's really scored well, because it's acetate, it's plastic. It's kind of hard to get a score line. So then technically I should go an inch. So 6 3/8 is where I should be. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fudge it a tad. And I'm just going to move this score line onto, there's like these little barbs, like, I'm going to put my score line. So this is 3/8 where I scored, right? I'm going to move that score line right onto the top of that little dividing, like that little dividing piece right there. I'm just going to put that score line right on top of that. And then I'm going to score at 6 3/8 right here. And to give me a little bit of room to wrap around, because I gave myself a little room, I just went just a skosh more, and I want it to end up in the spine. And so that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to put that score mark on that little piece there, and I'm going to score at 6 3/8. Okay. Score really nice. Okay, now that should give me a little bit more room where I need it. And what you want to do now is you want to fold on these score lines, and you want to line it up, these edges together as you're folding. So hold it. This acetate's a little hard to fold. It can be a little bit wily. Like that. That's what you want to do. Like that. Okay, and then let's do the other one. And then we're going to have to peel our clear piece, the clear protective pieces off. So we're going to want to line the edge up and press right on. Let's see. Line up our edges. There we go. Line up our edges. Line up the edges. I'm going to push mine up into the top of the score buddy. And fold on that line. Yeah, because sometimes acetate can be a little bit wily. There we go. And now this should wrap around really nice around our cover. Let's see. That is going to do just nicely. Oh, isn't that great? That's pretty good. That fits really nice. So we just gave ourselves that little bit of extra room, and now that worked really good for us like that. Okay, so let's peel the protective coating off so we don't forget that, because you'll have a funkiness if you forget and then have to peel around the eyelets that we have to put in now. Because this will have to get punched with that piece for the eyelets. So now you're going to need some large eyelets. They're 3/16. So peel that off. See, isn't that cool? And this will be super clear once it's all done. Isn't that great? Oh, look how pretty. Pretty. Okay, so nestle these two. Pick the nicest side. Nestle them together. And get them lined up, because you're going to want these puppies lined up when we go to punch the eyelet holes here. And you got to do 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom, and 1 in the center. So you're going to need your big crocodile for this, the big hole puncher. And you should technically measure. So 7 and an 8 is gonna get me 7 and an 8. So 7 and a half is or 3 and a half is half a 7 and an 8. So we're gonna be 5/8. 3 and 5/8 technically is where you want to be when you punch your hole. So the 2 little lines above half, so ish. And there's nothing there. I need a little Sharpie or something, or eyeball it, or so I'm just gonna measure right in the center there, right in the center at 3. Make sure my covers are all lined up though. 3 and 5/8. Right there. Alright, and while I got that, and I'm lined up, I'm going to punch that. And I know it's not in the center, but I'm going to use the big one. Wait, let's see. 3/16 on this guy is what we're going to punch. And I shouldn't be doing it on the top of this score, buddy. And I should have put the lid on my pen. But here we are. There we go. Whoops. You got to make sure that your thing is on 3/16. And that way when it punches down there, see down there, watch it, it's punching the proper side. And we want the big one. And so I'm going to eyeball this. Hopefully this will be properly lined up. And I could kind of see it. And I'm just kind of hoping for the best. I'm hoping for the best. Does that look about right? We're hoping for the best. Okay, and now what I want to do is I want to come back over here, and I want to put it, this big bite, it's got the 2 sizes that you're punching holes, and then it goes back to putting the eyelet actually in, which operates this piece here. So I'm going to go ahead and put the eyelet in this one to hold everything, since there's only 1 there, and then I'll finish punching all the holes in the rest of this. So I've got these 3/16 eyelets. I got these off of Amazon. I have a pull ring in the holder, so I'm going to try to match that and use these more antique looking ones. So I'm going to go ahead and grab out 5, 2, 4, 5. And I'm going to go ahead and get the matching washers. Oh, maybe. Yeah, that'll be... yeah, we'll flip it over. That's what we'll do. We'll just flip the whole thing over. It'll be fine. So I'll grab out some of these matching washers. And these make it nice, because generally when you go to put the eyelet in, it makes it actually much nicer. Much nicer. So, but the eyelet goes in the pretty side, the top of it, and then you, oh, it's centered top to bottom, but not in the middle. All right, don't look at that. But I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to, actually, I'm going to put the washer on, flip it over, put the washer on. Sometimes these washers don't work very good. They're too small. Come on. Yeah, these are, the gold ones worked. I got the gold ones to work, but these, yeah, the diameter of those are too small, but you actually don't need them. It just makes them nicer. I don't think we can do that. I think we have to go this way, because I think how it mashes it. And then you just press. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, that looks pretty good. Oh, that's not so bad. That looks pretty good. And now we got the first one. And now we have to put 2 here and 2 here. Phew. And, yeah, we're just going to do the same thing. And I'm just going to eyeball these now. And hope for the best. I'm just going to put one on one side and one on the other. And, oh, wrong way. So you have to move this. Yeah. I think that'll give me enough room if I go there. Looks good. And then we'll do this one. Oh, that one's kind of on the spine. Oh, that's okay. It's okay. Measure your guys' out. That's really what you should do. I'm going to go ish. Oh, that looks pretty good. That'll be fine. And then we'll go this way. Right about there. And we'll go about, wait, come back up. That looks even-ish. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So back to there. And then we just put the eyelets on. So put them one by one. We're going to go like that. Put them in through the top. Like that. And then you just, oh, it goes like this. That's right, so it can smash it. There we go. Wait. There. I think I might be doing this upside down. Oh, I think I am. I think it goes this way. Whoopsie. Does it? Oh, it's supposed to be on that one. That's what the problem is. Whoopsie. Oh, yeah. Look. I hit on the wrong one. Make sure you're on the proper one. That's funny. Oh, yeah, that's better. Wait, where's this at? Oh, that's much better. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now that we got this thing figured out, I don't use it all the time. So I'm like, how did that go again? Okay, yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, and that's going to look just fine. Oh, yeah, that's, if that was in the center, it'd be nicer, but it is what it is. Oh, yeah, look how cool. Oh, yeah, that's way better if it's on the proper one. But I think it's going to be fine. So let me do these other two, and I'll be right back. Okay, got those, and look at how nice that looks, right? That is pretty good. So now what we have to have is we have to have a recording. So that's how that looks. Like, these are good. This one's off, but we'll have our decorative wrap to go around it, and it'll be just fine. It'll be all right. And yeah, you won't even notice it because it actually covers it as it goes around. It'll be all right. So like this here, like you don't even see it. It'll be just fine. Like you kind of notice this one's a tad off, but that's okay. And then we use the big ones to make it easy to get our cording in. And so yeah, but right, that came out pretty good with the nice little cover on it. That is so we don't rub off the foil and stuff. That'll be so nice. So let me grab the black cording. I'm gonna use black cording, and let me grab let me grab the black cording, and then I need to find a little stretchy. I think I'll do black. Yeah, because we got all the dark. I'll do the black. I think I got stretchy lace rip trim. Hold on. Okay, found it. So this is just some black lace trim, and it's just stretchy. And that's what I'm going to use for the outside. I think that'll be really nice. And then I think it'll be better than white, I'm thinking. And then I'm going to go ahead and use black cord so that way when you're looking at the outside, this will just kind of blend in for the stretchy bands. And you get both of these off of Amazon. It's just cord, stretchy cord. And so I'm going to use this to hold the signatures in. And so basically what you want to do is, you want to start with, I'm just going to start with the end. And, here, hold on. Okay, so, basically what you want to do is, make sure the end is nice. So just cut it off. And, so it's nice and, even. You might have to do this a couple times. And what you're going to do is I'm just going to wrap mine twice around my book. And then I'm going to cut it off about, 4 inches down. Like that. And that, if that's all inside your book, that'll give you 4 stretchy bands. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to come down like this, and then you're going to go in so you're going to go down in the first hole either side, and then come up in the second. You want to save enough to where you can tie it in the middle here. So like to be able to create a knot. So about like that. So then you're going to come up like that. You're going to go up to the top, and you're going to go down through the top and then back in this hole here. Like that. You're just going to pull it taut. Don't tighten it yet because you still have to get weaved all the way around. And it's going to go tight on you anyways as you're doing this. So then what you want to do is you want to go, once you come up through this hole, you're going to go back through here. And that's why you wanted the larger eyelets, so you can get the cording through. So keep up like that. And then, so then what you're going to do is you're going to come back through here. I hope I cut it long enough. Yeah, I did. Okay, and then you're going to come back up. So once you come back up through that one, you're going to go here. You're going to go in this one, and then you're going to tie a knot. And you might have to hold it over like that. You might have to cut the end off again. So like that, you're going to come like that. And now here's where you can tighten it up a little if you want, okay? To where if you need to, if you don't like how loose these are, I'm actually perfectly fine with this. So I'm going to go ahead and just tie a knot right here. Hey. And this knot is going to be just hidden in one of your signatures. Oh, you're going to see this though in my... Oh, I didn't even think about that in my calendar. And honestly, I should have made this to where it was up at the top, but that's okay. So then you're going to cut your little tails off of that, make them shorter. And there you go. And now the next thing you want to do is you want to get your, whatever it is that you're going to use as a closure. Whatever you're going to use as your closure. You just kind of want to get enough. This was a piece that I already had. And what you're going to do is you're going to just kind of wrap it around and then just just stretch it just like go to where it's tight like this. Not stretching tight, just tight like this, because you still have to put a knot in this. And then you're going to cut it off. That'll be your measurement. And then tie a knot in this. In this bundle here. This loop. You're making a loop. Like this, you're making a loop. And because this is decorative, I choose the most difficult thing. If this was just stretchy band cord and you put a decoration on it, you would not be having a fit at all. And hopefully this is going to be enough. And the other thing is it, by not using stretchy band cord, it makes this bigger, this knot bigger. So let's see if this is long enough. So to figure that out, what you're going to do is you're going to poke the loop up in through the eyelet here. Like so. And sometimes you can only grab just a little bit of it. Be gentle. Just be very gentle. And it should come through. And then you're just going to pull it to where the knot is tight. And then check your measurement. And hopefully you measured properly. And you're happy with that. What? That is not so bad, right? That is pretty good. There you go. And now, see, you don't even hardly notice that hole is off. It's not lined up at all, right? We both know that. We were watching it. But it looks good. So that's why I wasn't really worried about it. I think it's just fine. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to take this off and we can put our signatures in. And then we're going to trim this off. You want to make sure that knot is good and tight, though, before you do that. Okay, and then that's what that's going to be on the inside. So now let's grab our signatures. So I wanted to put this first. My calendar is going to go first. So I'm just going to pick one of these here. And you're just gonna slide them in. That's pretty much it. That's what that looks like. You're gonna take your next stretchy band, and you're gonna pick whichever one goes next. So this red one will probably go for me, like so. And you're just gonna go right to the middle. And you can actually do that Coptic sewing technique on these. These signatures would still go in here. They're just gonna be sewn in the center. Is all that would happen. You can technically, I want to do it like this so I can slide pages in and out is why I do it this way. I love the fact that it's not permanent is why I like it. So next is going to be this one. My little green foiled one that matches the outside cover. Just going to pick another one. Probably the writing one actually. The other journaling one. Wait, oh, don't scrunch your pages. So if you're doing your journal, don't scrunch your beautiful journal pages. Like I just scrunched those. Good thing it's copy paper. And it's not those beautiful journal pages. So that's what this is going to look like in one of your signatures, depending on how you're doing it. And then now you want to get your fourth rubber band, and I'm going to put my folder in it. And like, right, that is pretty good. So if I want to save something, keepsake, whatever, I got a place to store it. And this can either be a permanent spot for that keepsake or a temporary spot. It's whatever we want it to be. And look isn't that pretty good? And so this is our traveler's notebook. This is our journal book, our journal. And it could be a junk journal. It could be just a regular journal, a diary, whatever you want it to be. And look at how beautiful is that, right? And now let's see if this fits in our beautiful box we created. And now I need to decorate that up and everything. Whoops. I need to decorate that up, but I wanted mine to go like this because this is the front of my book. What? Come on. Perfect fit. Is that not the coolest thing? That is pretty neat, isn't it? That is pretty darn fun. I love that. So you pull it out. There's that beautiful spine. And voila, gorgeous journal. You could actually technically be done here. You don't have to do this paper. I mean, it just does it. It's like the other paper. I could have just left it like this, and that is stunning. But we chose to decorate it up, and I think that is absolutely beautiful. I was going to put some decoration on this one, but now I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to. That is so pretty. I just love the aesthetics of it. maybe I might end up doing it in here. I don't know. But yeah, so I got a calendar, and that worked out great. Just at a glance, that's pretty fun. First signature is this poinsettia one, and we have our awesome embossed and foiled acetate there with some copy sheets. There's 6 sheets of copy paper that I cut down to 10 by 7, scored on the 10 side at 5. That's that first signature there, right? So pretty. Second one is a second journaling one with that red vellum. Same thing, 6 sheets of copy paper. And then the last but not least is the folder where I can store things. And I think this is just absolutely beautiful. And if this would have been double-sided paper, it would have just amped it up even more, right? But this is still absolutely gorgeous. I think it's so pretty, very user-friendly and super fun. And I think this would truly make a fabulous gift for any recipient, anybody that likes to journal, take notes. You could even give this as a hostess gift for Thanksgiving, and somebody can use it to do like all their Christmassy things in, writing gifts down, scheduling, get-togethers and things like that, what to give people, a place to store your receipts, things like that. It's something fun like that, so you can make it as a hostess gift and say, hey, I got you a Christmas organizing journal. I made you a Christmas organizing journal, and it's a beautiful little hostess gift. And I think that would just be super fun as well. But I think I haven't decided if I'm going to do this. I guess you'll see it on Facebook with the pictures if I end up. I love that if I end up giving in and putting this on there, because this would still be, that would be phenomenal as well too, wouldn't it? Oh, I don't. Oh, we got it out. Let's just do it and see what it looks like. And that way you guys will know if you want to. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, it was a good choice. Look at this. That's going to be so pretty. This is the birthday Anna Griffin birthday wishes 3D concentric dies that we used on the front of the cover, or the slider box. And then this is the kirigami. Isn't that's a good choice. We should totally do that. We should totally do that. That's so beautiful. Okay, so let me glue it on. Hold on. All right, what do you think? That is pretty, isn't it? That is really cool. Yeah, I think that is a spectacular choice. That was definitely a good decision. I think it is so pretty. Yeah. And then you still get that gorgeous paper on the back. I think that's beautiful. Yeah. All right, well, there it is. That's the journal. So it's a little bit different with the calendar and the folder than what was done at the Create event, but just showing you, you don't have to do all signatures, and that's what the knot looks like on the inside. You also don't have to do double-sided paper. You can just do single. You can add folders. You can actually add all kinds. You can even add those photo albums. You can get them in a 4-pack from Walmart. Take the covers out of those little, they're like an 88-cent 4x6 photo album. And I've taken those and replaced the covers in them with decorative paper, slid them onto the middle as a signature, as a place to like make this a junk type journal. And you can store all kinds of stuff in them. You can put little notes you've written. You can do little 4x6 creative pages, a place to slide things into, put pictures in, journal on pictures. It's a great signature to add. I've done that before, and so pretty cool. But anyways, yeah, I think this whole little project came out pretty darn cool, and very excited. So once more, there's the interior box. So it slides how I was hoping it would, and sits on the table just magnificently. I think that is absolutely beautiful. I think that is such a pretty project, and I think it'd make an absolutely lovely gift for any person to receive that likes to journal or use notebooks or things like that. So there it is. All right, well, let me know what you guys think. Right, that is pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think of the journal, and this is an option. And thanks so much. I hope you guys are having a fun holiday season and things are going well. I don't know when this video is, probably way after Thanksgiving. I've got a whole series of them I've been doing. I'm just trying to, as I get a minute, make a video, and so I got them stacked up and not sure where they're going to come out at, but been trying to do all the ones from Anna Griffin besides, and not get sucked into like all these other ideas I have. I'm so excited about these other ones. I'm trying to get all the Anna Griffin Create ones done from the event for you guys. And hopefully they'll be done way before Christmas, but I have no idea where they're going to pan out. But there it is. Thanks so much for hanging out. And until next time, happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.